Great new day to all my self-care family and friends. Welcome to another episode of the Room to Breathe podcast. I'm your host, Life Coach 614, and I am so thrilled to have you guys here with us today. Whether you're tuning in for a dose of inspiration or just a moment of calm, you're in the right place. Now, before we jump into today's episode, just a quick reminder. If you're enjoying the show, don't forget to tap the screen, like, comment, and share. Your support helps us connect with more amazing people like you. And we would love it if you'd give us a follow and subscribe to our channel so that way you never miss out on our latest content. And while you're at it, swing by our website at selfcareclub.org. We've got some awesome affirmative apparel, motivational merch, and a bunch of free resources designed just for you. It's all about empowering yourself and embracing your journey. No matter what challenges you're facing, remember that you are not alone on this path. We're in this together, supporting and uplifting each other every step of the way. It's time for us to choose to prioritize our well-being, to embrace our growth, and to find peace in the present moment. Let's get ready to breathe, reflect, and grow together.
In the quiet moments, that's where I'll find a little room to breathe, leave it all behind. Give me room to breathe, I need some time to heal my heart, to clear my mind. Gonna love myself, yeah, I believe in the power of me. Just give me room to breathe. Every breath.
First Lady, welcome in. Rich risings to you. Thank you, Big Dog. Ali, I see you. Ruffman, I see you. Thank you guys so much for being here. Tim, welcome in. Big Dog says good morning to all. Kale, I see you, sissy. All right, you guys. So our quote for today. Y'all ready for this? Your quote for today is, don't let whack people mess up your dope energy. Don't let whack people mess up your dope energy. You ever be out here just living life, right? Feeling good about yourself, and then out of nowhere, some person with some old funky attitude shows up and tries to rain on your parade? It's like they got a radar for happiness, and they can't stand to see anybody else enjoying their life, right? You out here living your best life, happy, healing, right? And all of a sudden the DOPs, them disruptors of peace, pull up just to destroy everything you got great, right? Because they can't stand to see anybody else living their life, enjoying their life. You know, they're the ones who always have something negative to say. You out here celebrating your wins in life, and they show up with the, must be nice. Well, it is nice. That's why I'm saying I won. I'm winning, right? They're the ones who always have the backhanded comments to give you. They compliment you, but it's something attached to it, right? Or they're just out here being dark clouds wherever they go. They want to pull up over here, rain on your parade. Pull up over here, rain on their parade. Right, Coach? They just want to sit here and just keep that misery that they love so much going. That negativity, right? We out here trying to be bright, shining rays of sunshine, and they like, the sun will come out tomorrow. I'm a cloud here in your space today. Right, Bella? They just negative. Wherever they go, they just pull up, disrupt, and they going about their day. We all know those kind of people. Those people are in our families. Love and respect. Mr. G, welcome in. They're in our friend groups. They are co-workers. They all over social media, right? These negative people, these whack people. And, you know, they're the ones that nitpick every single thing that you do. The ones who are ready, willing, and able to point out your flaws. Yeah, some of them are our exes. Some of them are our currents. Not even gonna hold you. Some of y'all sleeping with the enemy every night. Right? They nitpick every single thing you do. They want to always point out your flaws. They're the ones that always leave you feeling like you're never enough. Rich Rising's Blue. Right? They always leave you feeling like something is just not quite right with yourself. And so, if we're not careful, these people can start to mess with our head. Right? These people start to mess with our hearts. And ultimately, that negative energy starts to mess with our energy, our positive vibes. And so, like, here's the thing. Your energy is precious. It is valuable. It's the fuel that keeps you going. It's the light that guides you, right? It's the spark that makes you, you. And just because somebody else is walking around with whack vibes doesn't mean that you have to allow that to affect you. Just because someone else is having a bad day doesn't mean that I need to adopt that and have a bad day with them. No way, right? You know, we have to remember that protecting our energy is an act of self-love, okay? It's about recognizing that not everybody deserves access to your vibe, and that's okay. We should 100% truly be intentional about who we allow to experience us, reminding ourselves that we are not for everybody. I am a limited edition. I am not for the streets. Mr. Awesome, welcome in. Right? We're not obligated to entertain every single negative person that comes our way. I do not have to give the DOPs power. I do not have to acknowledge the DOPs. I see you. But I'm not finna entertain you. I'm not finna let you mess up my day. I got up on the good side of the bed. I stepped out the bed on the good foot. Right? I'm not gonna let your negative energy bring me down. Welcome in, Miss Glove. So again, you're not obligated to entertain every negative person that comes your way. You're not required to stick around and absorb their bad energy just because they're in your space. You have the power to choose who gets to be around you, who you allow to experience you, who gets to share your energy. Right? You have the power to determine who gets to be a part of your journey. So how do we do that? All right? How do we do that? How do we keep whack people from messing with our dope energy? Because I'm positive AF, right? How do I keep whack people from bringing me down? Well, first, it starts with boundaries. You got to set your boundaries. And y'all, I can't stress it enough. Boundaries are like an invisible fence protecting your peace. Okay? They're the lines that we draw to protect ourselves from the foolishness, from the nonsense, from the chaos, from the toxicity, from the negativity, from the drama. Boundaries protect me from the drama. It's about saying, hey, I'm not available for that kind of energy. I don't have the capacity to carry that sort of toxicity. And not just saying it, meaning it. So if I say, I don't have the capacity for your drama today, I cannot entertain any parts of your drama today. So I gotta say it, and I gotta mean it. It's about knowing your worth and refusing to let anybody make you feel less than that. So again, it starts with us setting boundaries. Next, we've got to practice the art of letting go. Many times we keep people in our lives for far too long, right? We entertain situations and different things longer than we're supposed to. And I know that this one right here, that's a tough thing to do, because people who bring the most whack energy into our lives are the ones that we've known the longest amount of time. They're typically the ones that we care about the most. But you've got to understand that just because you love someone doesn't mean that you are obligated to allow them to drain you. I can love you and let you go all in the same breath. Sometimes the most loving thing that you can do for yourself and for them is to create some distance between you. Right? You can love people from afar and still protect your peace. Exactly. Ali says it's like they prey on your kindness. And do. You've got to be willing to create some distance. And that kind of goes back to us talking about setting boundaries. Many of us think that when we set boundaries, it is building a wall to keep people out. And that is not the case. Me setting boundaries is about me drawing a line to say this is the level as to which I will tolerate something. If you cross this line, I don't feel safe. I don't feel comfortable. And why would I remain in a situation where I don't feel safe or comfortable? Welcome in, Shan. All right, so we talked about setting boundaries. We talked about the practice of letting go, right? The art of letting go. So now let's talk about self-awareness. You've got to get to know yourself. You've got to know your triggers. You've got to know when someone's energy is starting to have an effect on you. Okay? You've got to, really begin to tap into you, what's important to you. Not ignoring that feeling in your gut when something or someone doesn't sit right with you. Right? Your intuition is there to guide you, to protect you, and to help you navigate through life's challenges. And so when your intuition is telling you that something just isn't quite right, you got to believe it. You got to trust yourself. Hey, Sina. Right? You have to believe in yourself to know, hey, you know what? This is off. This energy doesn't feel right. This little anxiety in the pit of my stomach, this feeling that I got is warning me that something's off with this person. Something's off with this situation. Right? Thank you, Shan. So again, we've got to become more self-aware. We've got to spend more time tapping in to who we are at our core. Being honest with ourselves, right? A lot of times we lie to ourselves. We have this image of who we are, who we want to be. We're out here pretending to be something. And so now all of a sudden we're denying our true feelings. We're denying what our body is trying to tell us. So we really have to be honest about it. To say, am I just entertaining this relationship with this person because I don't want to be lonely? I don't want to be by myself, so I'm going to entertain the foolishness. I don't want to sit in the live stream alone, so I'm going to let the trolls take over. No, that's not what we're going to do, right? So I have to become more self-aware. What am I doing? What am I doing to encourage this? A big thing that I see, especially here on social media, is our expectations be a little bit off, right? People who go live, no matter what platform you're hosting on, people go live and they're like, oh, I want to be a host. I want to be a content creator. So they get up here and they begin to kind of create some content, but they don't get what they want from it. And so then the blame then becomes on everybody else. Well, oh, so-and-so don't fool with me, or this person don't do this with me, or whatever, not realizing, hey, wait a minute, what am I doing? Or what might I not be doing, right? That is creating this. And most of the time it's just a lack of consistency, right? Like people just aren't being consistent to what it is. They got a good thing going, but because they don't keep that good thing going, they're not reaping the return in the manner that they would like to. And so then what happens is now all of a sudden they spiral. It becomes a complaint. Grand Rising. Now all of a sudden it becomes a complaint. So then they go out and their content now becomes what they're not getting. They all of a sudden shift their focus from the abundance of amazing things that they had to offer to the things that they're lacking, the things that they're missing out on. It becomes a rant. And now all of a sudden people are coming in, right? Because that toxic energy is like a magnet too. So now all of a sudden they're getting people coming in being negative. They're getting trolls coming in. They're all of a sudden their whole energy has been disrupted. Because they've now allowed the whack people to mess up their dope energy. And so when I was in Mr. Awesome's live this morning, one of the things that he was talking about with the word that he was given was that you have to remember what your why is. When you wake up every day, you do so for a reason, right? There is a point to us getting up and going after the things that we want in life. There's a why there. But there's always a why there. And so you have to always keep your why in the forefront. Why am I doing this? Why do I want to be a content creator? Why do I want to be a host? Why do I want to be a life coach? Why do I want to be a doctor, a lawyer, a teacher? Why do I want to be a great mom? Why do I want to be a supportive dad? Why? What are we doing? What's the why? Right? And so for some of us, when we think about work, why am I going to this job that I can't stand? Well, the why is because I want to be able to financially support my family. So there's a why. So even though I may not like this job that I'm going to clock into, I do like having the ability to provide for my family. So I'm going to like this job a little bit more because this job is affording me the opportunity to provide for my family, and that's why I was doing it in the first place. Right? I didn't apply for this job to pursue my passion. I applied for this job for the substance that it afforded me to provide for my family as I go out here and achieve what I'm passionate about. Did y'all get that? So again, you want to make sure that you're careful, in balancing that and that you're being self-aware to understand what you're doing, what you're bringing to the table, what you might be forgetting about. Some of us have a why and we've forgotten about what the why is. So now all of a sudden we're walking through life not knowing why we're here, not knowing what we're doing. We've lost the meaning of the point of it all. And that's when it makes it so easy for us to slide into these dark spaces. And that's exactly what whack people want you to do. They prey upon that. So, there's definitely an importance in surrounding yourself with people who get it. Surround yourself with people who get you. As my sis said, the ones who get it. Right? Make sure that you surround yourself with people who vibe on the same wavelength as you. So what I was saying is that I'm a positive person. I choose positivity on purpose. It is how I operate, right? It is how I thrive. Thank you, sweet. And so I can't sit with negative people for too long. And even with my clients, if I have a client who's negative by nature, it's cool. I'm going to help you, right? However, if you lack the common sense to allow my positivity in, I can't help you. Because any encounter that you have with another person, hey Breezy, every encounter that you have with someone else, there is an energy exchange. Okay? And I cannot and will not exchange positive energy to get negative energy back. Right? Like, I'm not gonna sit here and, be giving you the best that I got just for you to give me back some basic mediocre energy. Like, hard pass. 10 out of 10, don't recommend. Earth already ghetto. I don't need that energy. Right? So if I'm showing up and I'm giving positive energy, if you didn't show up to receive positive energy, kind of take your negative energy and just go on over there. Like if you're not gonna let it cover you, just go on over there. Don't ruin my vibe. Right? As Kendrick say, bitch, don't kill my vibe. Right? Don't kill my vibe. Let me live. I ain't show up at your house and beat on your door and tell you to quit being negative. Don't show up in my house telling me I'm too positive. Let me live, right? And so I have to make it a point to surround myself with positive people. And even if that person is not operating or vibrating on a level quite as high as mine, they have to be thriving to vibrate higher. I'm always seeking higher vibrations, positive vibrations. And so even if you happen to not be on my level, I just need to see that your level is elevating. You have to be on the rise. You have to be on the move, right? So I want to make sure that I am constantly surrounding myself with people who have a growth mindset. See, negative people have zero desire to grow. They're comfortable and complacent where they're at. Positive people, positive mindset people have the desire to grow. They want more. And I always want more. Always, always, always want more. I'm constantly wanting to learn. I'm constantly wanting to grow. I'm constantly wanting to evolve. I want more. And so it's important that you take the time to find your tribe, the people who support you, the people who encourage you, the people who uplift you. And we know that our vibe attracts our tribe. So if I'm a negative person, guess what? I'm going to attract some more negative people. Now, we do understand that opposites can attract too. So me being a positive person, I am constantly drawn into people who are vibrating lower than me, because my job as a life coach is to want to help you vibrate higher. But I don't want to manifest negative people, negative energy. Yeah, for the sake of my business, I need some pessimists around me. Them the ones I'm here to help, right? But I don't want to multiply the negative vibes, the negative energy. I don't want to sit for it for too long. 30, 45 minutes, an hour tops for this session, cool, period. The math, let me help. But outside of that, I don't want to draw in all that negative energy, all that toxic energy. I don't want to sit with that. When the call ends, when the session's over, I want to put my notes, close the book, and keep it moving. Right? So you want to make sure that you're surrounding yourself with people who support you, encourage you, uplift you. These are the people who will help you to stay grounded. These are the people who will remind you of your worth. They'll make sure that your energy stays dope, even as life gets tough. And so, finally, I want us to remember our energy is our responsibility. You can't control what other people do. You have zero control over what other people do. But you can control how you respond to what they're doing. You can control how what they're doing affects you. How much of it you're willing to tolerate. What you're willing to allow, right? You can choose to rise above the negativity. You can choose to keep the light shining. You can always choose to stay true to yourself, to what matters. Don't give anyone the power to mess with your energy. All right? We've got to stop handing our power over to the disruptors, letting them get us out of character, letting them knock us off our pedestal. right? They show up and they mess our crown up, they disrupt everything, and then they go on about their business. On to the next one, right? They don't deserve that responsibility. They don't deserve that power. And they definitely don't deserve that level of weight in your life. So again, you must protect your energy at all costs. Welcome in, Jay. Welcome back. Thank you for the follow. So again, you guys, please, please, please remember to protect your peace at all costs. Your energy is your responsibility, no one else's. So here are 5 affirmations to help you reinforce that dope energy that you have, that dope energy that you possess. It announces everyone is coming in. Thank you. Thank you. 5 affirmations. Hey, Mr. T, welcome in. Blue, welcome in, sister girl. All right, so let's get it, y'all. 5 affirmations to reinforce your dope energy. Thank you, Mr. T. Number 1, my energy is valuable and I protect it fiercely. My energy is valuable and I protect it fiercely. My energy is valuable and I protect it fiercely. This reminds you that your peace and positivity are worth safeguarding from negative energy. It is worth protecting. Yes. Number 2, I attract people who uplift and inspire me. I attract people who uplift and inspire me. I attract people who uplift and inspire me. This encourages you to focus on relationships that enhance your energy rather than drain it. I need people to pour into my cup, not just drain it, right? Number 3, I am not responsible for other people's negativity. I am not responsible for other people's negativity. I am not responsible for other people's negativity. This helps you to release any guilt or obligation to absorb or fix other people's bad vibes. Yeah, I'm not responsible for your bad day. I am not the one to blame for your sad story. Right? I unsubscribe to your negative vibes. 10 out of 10. Don't recommend. It's not what I desire. I am not responsible for other people's negativity. Number 4, I choose to surround myself with love, light, and positivity. I choose to surround myself with love, light, and positivity. I choose to surround myself with love, light, and positivity. This centers your focus around creating a supportive environment for yourself. And And lastly, number 5. My energy is dope and nothing can dim my light. My energy is dope and nothing or no one can dim my light. Gotta add a little extra to it. Gotta zhuzh it up a little, right? My energy is dope and nothing or no one can dim my light. This reinforces your inner strength and resilience against any and everything that tries to bring you down. Sometimes you got to remind yourself who you are. Sometimes you got to remind yourself whose you are. Right? I'm on loan here, but I belong to something greater. Right? My stay here is temporary. I serve a higher power. So I got to vibrate a little bit higher. And I know that everybody doesn't understand that, right? I know that everybody doesn't appreciate the level at which I choose to operate, but I subscribe to the elite package, right? I have the elite package, the VIP, the exclusive package of life. And so that means I have to vibrate a little bit higher than everybody else. And it's okay if you don't get it. Safe travels. It's okay. Right? So the next time someone tries to throw shade your way, or you start to feel those negative vibes creeping into your space, take a step back. Press the pause button. Take a moment to remember this moment. Remind yourself who you are. Remind yourself whose you are. Right? Because the DOP doesn't own me. Right? So I'm going to remind myself who I am and whose I am. And I'm not going to let their whack energy creep into my soul. Right? You're too dope for that. Your energy is too pure, too powerful, too precious to waste on anything or anyone that doesn't add value to your life. So if a person shows up with their negative energy and they have no value, no substance, nothing to pour into my life, why am I going to let what you say hurt me? I don't even speak that language. I don't even understand. Like my sis Cardi said, I don't speak dog. I don't care what you say, right? So again, don't allow other people's perceptions of you, other people's negative vibes define you, right? Your perception of me doesn't define who I am. I'm not going to let your negative energy, your negative thoughts, your negative views make me into the negative person. I'm going to keep shining. I'm going to keep growing. I'm going to keep thriving, right? I'm going to keep protecting my energy because my energy is pure. My energy is positive. My energy is evolving. My energy is valuable and precious. So when people show up and they try to bring me negative energy, when they show up with that bad news, right? I'm just going to press the pause button. I'm going to take a step back. I'm going to breathe. Remind myself who I am, who I belong to. I'm going to get back to my why. Why do I do this? Why do I keep showing up every day doing this? Knowing that it's a bunch of negative people. Oh, because I got a job to do. I'm supposed to spread positivity on purpose. It's what I do. So I'm going to keep showing up every day again and again and again. Because my energy is too pure and it's so potent that I got a lot to give. Hey, Santisha and Rawa, welcome in. Right? And so my energy is too precious to be wasted. So it's important, when you are vibrating on a higher level, that you keep shining, keep glowing, keep growing, right? Don't forget to keep protecting your energy. And most importantly, keep being the dope, incredible person that you are. Because ultimately, the world needs your light. And you deserve to live your life in all the joy and all the peace that you are creating for yourself. Life is what you make it. So if you feel like your life is negative, be more positive. We've got to show up and be the good that we seek in the world. So if you're not liking the atmosphere that surrounds you, change the scene. Fix yourself. Heal from within. So as we wrap up today's episode, I want to take this opportunity to thank each and every one of you for being here with us today. If you've enjoyed our time together, please be sure to give me a follow, subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to visit our website at selfcareclub.org. We have affirmative apparel and other motivational merchandise, including music, as well as a treasure trove of free resources, all designed just for you. So whether you're looking to elevate your self-care game or just find some extra inspiration to get you through, we've got you covered. I thank each and every one of you for being a part of this self-care club, and I am excited to connect with you all again soon. Until the next time, keep breathing, stay positive, and remember, you are always supported here. Don't be afraid to take up space and make a little room for you to breathe. I pray that each and every one of you have an amazing day on purpose, filled with purpose, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you, guys.
I found my